In the old days, Formby was Blackpool. His manner, he could walk on stage, and the minute he walked on stage, it was magic, absolute magic. He could hold the audience in the palm of his hand, whether he walked on with or without a ukulele. More often than not, he would walk on stage from the wings, start cracking jokes, and his ukes wouldn't be in his hand. They'd be on a little table at the back of the stage. And you know, he would come on and crack a few jokes, and immediately that atmosphere, that North Country atmosphere was there. I'm the president of the George Formby Society, in actual fact just retired president now with honorary membership. And we've come up to Blackpool, as we do 3 times a year, to the Imperial Hotel, March, June and September for our annual general conventions. And of course September is always the biggest one because we have members all over the world, and they come from all over the world. So I've been a hotel manager for 20 odd years or more, and but unfortunately just over these last recent years, when you reach my age, you know, it doesn't matter what degrees you have. At 58 it's very, very difficult to get a job because at the moment I'm unemployed. But you know, looking on the bright side, I always keep hopes and see what might come along. With me little stick of Blackpool rock, along the promenade I stroll. It may get sticky, but I'll never complain. I like to have a nibble at it now and again. Every day, wherever I stray, the kids all round me flock. A fella took me photograph, it cost 1 and 3. I said, when that is done, is that supposed to be me? You blocked it up, the only thing I can see is me little stick of Blackpool rock. You see, it's the whole song is involved around Blackpool, and that's why, of course, the song is so comparative with Blackpool itself.
Is Formby the most important person in your life?
Oh, has been since I was 7 years of age. I met him when I was 7. His sister took me along to Ealing Studios to meet him making one of those films, and when I was introduced to him and Beryl, well, you know, to a little kiddie of 7 years old who idolised him, it was really something.
Thank you. And now I'm going to sing a song, and they're going to make a film of it at the same time. So if you see any flashing, don't take any notice, you see. All right, I'm going to sing a song called My Little Stick of Blackpool Rock. This being in Blackpool, we'll have it filmed as well.
When did you start doing Adrian's back?
I don't know.
10 years ago? 15 years ago?
You tell me.
1982.
Was it 82?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. 1982.
And Adrian, where do you come from?
Me, I come from a little village 80 miles away, Flockton. I've actually been coming to Jimmy's, in the sense coming to Blackpool to see Jimmy, for 17 years. I've never been to any other tattooist. Because if you're going to mark your body, then you surely want your body marking properly. And Jimmy's the best that I've found. So it's like coming home to me, coming to Blackpool. Wife comes, kids come. Just a day out for us.
And why did you start having tattoos?
That I truthfully can't explain. It's something I always wanted. I suppose, first off, it's the macho thing, you know, the big man because you're tattooed. So I will admit to that. But once you get into a proper tattooist and you talk to the man and listen to the man, or the lady, because there will be ladies that do it, and you get the professional view, like Jimmy always gives, then you look at it in a different light. Then it's not the macho thing, it's a personal thing between me and Jimmy. You know, I'm not bothered if nobody ever sees them, you know, but I know they're there, Jimmy knows they're there, and I know they're as near perfect as they can be done.
So what were the first ones you had done here?
That was the first one. Of course, if you're going to go home to your parents and, you know, get your metaphorical throat cut because you've had a tattoo, then obviously Mum and Dad, it takes a little bit of sting out of it. And we progressed on from there, wife, my children, and then just designs that I talked about to Jimmy and we looked at until we got to the angel carrying a girl towards heaven, in my view. It's like an oil painting really, the time he's taken over it, the work that he's had to put into it is just tremendous. I mean, people just can't believe how much time the man's spent on it.
So in a sense you become blood brothers or something?
Yeah,
through...
yeah. I'd walk over broken glass for him. I'd do anything for him, anything. Because he's always treated me right, you know, he hasn't just treated me as, you know, you're not just a piece of meat that walks in and walks out and he forgets about you. He cares about his customers. I wouldn't have let a chap do that didn't care about me. Coming to Jimmy's now is like going home, you know.
You're a weaver, I was a winder and a wiper. But once it's in your blood, you can't take to any other occupation after that. You like it. But if I'd have had a choice at the beginning, I would never have gone in. No, because I was so frightened of what I heard about it.